Hi, my name is Shorful and welcome to another one of my videos where I talk about the real world of data. In today's video I'm going to cover off what is a machine learning engineer and also why is it different or how is it different from a data scientist. So the first thing to bear in mind is that what does the data scientist do and what does the machine learning engineer do? So I'll focus on the data scientist first. If you imagine data scientists are generalists, okay, so they do everything from writing scripts and code to extract data from systems, from APIs. They're able to process and transform that data. They're then able to analyze that data and create predictive models or machine learning algorithm. That can be anything from cross-sell, upsell, recommender systems. Or they produce insights and or analysis for insights which the business then uses to make decisions. Okay, whereas a machine learning engineer sits at the end of what a data scientist does. But the difference between what the data scientist does and what the machine learning engineer does is that the machine learning engineer is able to design and write code for self-running software, so they can automate predictive models or machine learning algorithms. Okay, so whereas the data scientist might have code where they have to run it manually, or they've created scripts that run that code to extract data, to process it, to analyze it, and then maybe to update a recommender system. Okay, it's not productionized. Okay, it doesn't go through the same software releases in order to get into a production environment. Whereas a machine learning engineer will have a software development background. Typically, they would have a software development background, and they'll come into these roles and they will potentially take what a data scientist has done as a prototype or a minimum viable product, and they will then productionize it. They'll automate this software, and so it becomes self-running. So if you take a recommender system, for example, it may need to refresh live, right? So what they will do is they'll expect the data to be there for them to pick up from somewhere, and then they will create the machine learning algorithm to run in a sort of automated fashion so that it continually updates itself. Okay, and then they may build in certain algorithms to make sure that the model is still accurate, and if it's not accurate, it flags it, which means that data scientist needs to go back and rebuild the model or refresh the model with new variables. Okay, but the data engineer is really there to make sure that it can take an automated feed of data and update these machine learning algorithms in real time. And so you can imagine this is really useful if you are a company like Netflix, where you've got hundreds of recommender systems running for different categories, and you need them to be automated. You can't have someone manually updating these systems. Okay, they need to be automated, and this is what a machine learning engineer would typically do. Now the question could be, why can't a data scientist do that? And it depends. Okay, so what happens is that you've got to differentiate between the role, which is the data scientist, and the person taking that role. Now if the person who's doing a data science role has a very strong software development background, you may find that they can actually do the machine learning engineer job. Okay, but that's not to say that every data scientist should be able to do it. It's just that certain people in data science roles may have that skill, that experience of software development that makes them suitable for machine learning engineers. But typically, if you want to hire a machine learning engineer because you need things automated, you need machine learning algorithms automated, you would hire someone who understands machine learning algorithms. They understand the different tools that are available out there, that they understand how to work with large data sets, but they also have that great and strong software development background, because they need to automate these algorithms. Okay, like I said, you can't have them manually cranking something to update every time you need an update. So that's really what a machine learning engineer does. They literally take what a data scientist has probably prototyped, and they put it into production. Okay, so they create the code, they make sure that the data coming in is automated, and they're knowledgeable about all the tools that are out there. They're also very good at running these machine learning applications from different sources like Azure or AWS. So they have knowledge of those systems and the machine learning algorithms or tools that reside within them, and they're able to pull them when they need it. So the frameworks, really, so that's what I'm trying to say. So they understand these machine learning libraries and frameworks that exist, whether it's in Microsoft Azure or AWS, and they're able to pull those in when they need it. And also they write code in a very efficient way for that data, okay, and for those libraries to run. So that's why they need to have a really good, strong software development background. Now the final thing is, you'll find that machine learning engineers will have the foundations of data science. They need to have that in order to understand what it is that they're doing, but they may not have that generalist skill, or that they are so good at, they're specialized in that area that they really aren't interested in doing the other parts of data science. So data scientists, like I said, are generalists, whereas a machine learning engineer will be a specialist in building out machine learning algorithms in production environments. They understand where all the libraries and frameworks are for these algorithms, and they're able to then write really good code to make sure that they can automate these machine learning algorithms, and so that businesses don't need to have to keep manually updating them. So there you have it. I hope you found that video useful. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down in the YouTube comment sections below, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Please do like the video, and of course please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.